I can't do it.
Okay.
We'll do it live.
Okay.
No. We'll do it live. Fuck it. Do it live. I'll write it and we'll do it live.
Right.
Fucking thing sucks.
In 5, 4, 3.
Anyone claiming that America's economy is in decline is peddling fiction.
I've abandoned free market principles to save the free market system.
But we have to pass the bill so that you can find out what is in it.
Raising the debt ceilings does not increase our debt. It does not somehow promote profligacy.
I know words. I have the best words. Nobody knows the system better than me, which is why I alone can fix it.
What's up, everybody? Happy Friday, and welcome back to what will hopefully be a glitch-free episode of the Peddling Fiction Podcast. I'm your host, the voice and soul of so-called fiction, Johnny Profita. And back with me again is the one and only Justin Hillbilly Boy Campbell, who knows how fucking frustrated I am right now. How you doing over there?
Good. It's funny because we were talking about your problems with your computer and the fixes that you've attempted to do that have made it worse. I had that happen to me at work one night. I got to work and my work computer required an update to run. Ran the update, suddenly it won't connect to anything. I try calling IT. I end up spending 4 hours just reversing and reverting it back to what it was before I ran the update and deleting manually deleting everything that the update added to it, just so I could get, it literally took me 4 hours to get my computer back functional. And without my computer, I can't do my job. IT was completely fucking useless.
Yeah, it's driving me absolutely crazy. I fucked around with it for almost no reason. It didn't need to be done, and I fucked with it. This was back, this was like 6 months ago. You remember when we first started having issues? Yeah, so I fucked with it. And I've tried reversing what I've done, and that didn't seem to fix the problem. In fact, it seems to have gotten worse. And then I tried to reverse what I've been using AI. I was explaining what the issue was to AI, of course, and they've been telling me what to do because I have no idea what I'm doing.
AI is reprogramming your laptop to fucking kill you in your sleep.
Maybe. I don't know what it's doing. So I'm on my tablet now, which I never fuck with my tablet, and it's working flawlessly. It's not an issue with the internet because I have pretty good internet here. It's literally changes that I've done to this fucking computer, and my laptop is exponentially faster than this tablet and newer. Oh, maybe not actually. Actually, I did get a new tablet, so maybe I don't know. Maybe I got to get a new laptop, but it shouldn't be failing as hard as it's failing. It's only 2 years old or something and it was working fine before I decided to fuck with it. So.
Did you see that article where AI is developing some sort of a virus, but that says that the virus that it's developed won't actually affect humans? Somebody was like, yeah, this is the opening sequence of every Resident Evil movie or every Resident Evil video game ever made.
I didn't see that one.
Your AI, or the AIs you're using, are developing bugs for your computers to keep you from being productive, and now your computer's probably doing something crazy in the background, like hacking the Mexican government or something.
It's really only with streaming, though. It's only when we go on live stream. Well, that's not true. When I do the recorded videos for the Fire portfolio, which I'll link to in the description for anybody that wants to get involved and learn how to manage a portfolio and retire early, hopefully. It's still super glitchy when I do that. When I try to share a screen and pull up a chart or something, it's the delay is ridiculous. But anyway, enough about me. We got a lot of retards to talk about today. I don't even know where to start because there's a lot of stuff I want to go over.
Let's start where we left off on Tuesday or Wednesday with the WNBA stuff, because I mean, if you want to talk about retards, man, the coach for the Indiana Fever.
Whew. My real passion is my hobby.
Really? What's that?
I work with retards.
Isn't that a little politically incorrect?
Oh, the hell with that. No one's gonna tell me who I can and can't work with, right?
And nobody's going to tell Stephanie White who she can and can't work with either.
What's your stance on men or athletes who tested biological male participating in women's sports? What's your personal stance?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know that I would say that I'm educated enough from a scientific standpoint. I don't ever believe that exclusion is an answer. I just don't. I do think, when we think about various levels of sport, various governing bodies of sport and things that go into that, like I said, I'm not educated enough at the different levels. I know growing up, I played with the boys all the time.
So
there
you
were girl sports.
would you welcome a biological male in WNBA?
Again, it's like, I don't know, when we talk about biological male and scientifically where we are, I think it's a totally different scenario. As I said, I'm not educated enough in terms of transgender and transitioning to give you a smart answer. I would say though that I just don't feel like exclusion is an answer, and I think that we need to have deeper, more layered conversations.
And you'd be okay with them in the locker room?
Yeah. Is there any frustration because you guys are in a really fantastic run that this is distracting from that?
There is a frustration, of course, because we want to talk about basketball and we want to continue to work on our game and we want to continue to grow as a team. But I also understand, like, this is part of our growth edge as a league, right? It's part of our growth edge as a league, and we have to be able to manage. We have to be able to insulate as much as we can, and then we have to be able to lead with conversation.
Not scientifically educated enough to know the difference between a biological female and a biological male.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell's going on with these people, dude. They are absolutely retarded. It reminds me of when they would talk about all these politicians and stuff would talk about like Obamacare and things being passed. Like, well, I'm not a legal scholar. It's like, yeah, you don't have to be a fucking legal scholar to fucking have an opinion on this. And this in particular is just biological male and female. It's literally called the Women's National Basketball Association. Like,
I don't feel like you need to have a biology degree to know the difference between a man and a woman, especially where sports are related.
I need to go back to school to have an opinion on that. Like, it's just so fucking stupid, dude. And I really hope that what's that guy's name? Travis something. Clay Travis, dude. If he's looking for investors, I will back him. I don't think he needs my money, but like, dude, if he wants to start a fucking WNBA team and just put a bunch of men on it, that would be the only thing that would make. I mean, it would make the WNBA watchable. It'd be like the Globetrotters, basically.
I mean, we've already got a male women's basketball player in France that's putting up 20 and 20. So just bring her over and put her.
They're asking for it. They're fucking asking for it. So let's just do it.
Yeah, check this dude out.
Tick, tick, boom. Who bringing the noise? Go, baby.
Yeah, that dude's pretty jacked. Still has no hops though, dude. Can't even fucking. I don't even think he could touch the net.
I'm pretty sure at 2 years old, I could average 20 and 20 in the WNBA.
That's what I was saying. So I sent you something that I just saw. Some retired former professional NBA player is going to join the league. which I'm all for, by the way. But I was saying, like, we don't even need professional athletes to join this league. I honestly think I could hang in the WNBA. I haven't picked up a basketball in over a decade. I could still start for a team and be fine, like be average, I bet. At fucking 5'9".
After careful consideration and reviewing the current eligibility guidelines, I am officially declaring myself a WNBA prospect. If simply declaring who you are is all that's required, then I meet every single requirement necessary to compete in the WNBA. My team and I have carefully examined the WNBA's eligibility criteria and governing framework surrounding self-identification and inclusion. Based on the current guidelines, I can and am officially declaring my eligibility for the upcoming WNBA draft in May 2027. I am definitely not here to mock, make fun of, or disrespect any community or personal choices. I am simply asking that the current rules be applied equally to everyone. The rules that represent the very values many WNBA players and coaches have publicly advocated for. My team and I are prepared to ensure these guidelines are applied equally, consistently, and without exception. And I look forward to the WNBA honoring its stated principles. See you at training camp.
Perfect. Absolutely perfect. Yes. 100%. We just have to do it now. Because they are being ridiculously retarded pussies about this whole thing, claiming that, oh yeah, we don't know, we're not educated enough. Okay, well, let's educate you. Here you go. Here's a team of men playing against women. See how they like it. See how they actually like, because they're pretending to be in support of this. Go ahead. 100% fucking team. And I think Clay Travis was like, I'll hire a male coach. We don't even need a coach. We don't need a coach. We don't need professional athletes. You just need 5 men with a shred of athletic ability who could dribble. If you can dribble and you have 5 men, you don't need coaching. We don't need to strategize. Just put them out there. We're going, we're playing street ball here. Man up. Maybe we'll fall back into a zone against Caitlin Clark or something. Hey, you just triple team Caitlin Clark. Triple team her. Use the other 2 guys to guard the other 4 women, which is entirely possible. This is fucking ridiculous, dude. I can't even believe we're talking about this in a serious way. Dude, we wouldn't even need 5 players. 2 on 5. 2 on 5.
I know I've talked about it before, but like that was literally my job in college. Was I ran the scout team that played against the women's basketball team for Murray State, and Murray was won the OVC tournament a couple years in a row there. Like they were a good team. I just picked a bunch of dudes that I knew from high school that could play, and we would absolutely run the girls out of the gym. Like if we had the opportunity, then we would just run them out of the gym. We played down to their level to make it competitive during practice so that they would actually get something out of the practice.
Yeah. Dude, this is I've just had it. I've had it with this pretending. It's so fucking ridiculous. And it's given women this insane sense, false sense of security and these delusions of grant. They're trying to break up fights between 2 6-foot, 225-pound guys. They're going to do something. No, just get out of the way. And I honestly hope that we just turn the WNBA into a feeder league for the NBA. It's just going to turn into a league of men. And then there'll be no more WNBA. And then we don't have to talk about this anymore. And we could at least get them to fucking admit that this is complete bullshit. And we should just do it in every sport. I'm tired of just trying to fight it and be like, oh yeah, men shouldn't do that. No, men should. Let's just have men do everything. Have them be in the fucking track teams and the swim teams and boxing, all of it. Go ahead. Go ahead, you fucking retards. We'll knock some sense into you real quick, especially in boxing and UFC and all of this stuff. And then we could at least be like, yep, you got what you fucking deserve. You still think we just beat you 2 on 5 by 40 points? We're running away with the fucking league. Nobody even cares anymore. You brought this on yourselves.
What was it? There was I think Serena Williams played against some dude that
Yeah, a guy who wasn't even ranked in like the top 300 or something.
Yeah, and he had like just come back from knee surgery or something and beat her in straight sets. And then anytime they bring that up, everybody's well, Billie Jean King beat a man one time. The dude had literally been retired for like 8 years. He was in his late 50s and she was in her like prime.
Yeah, and by the way, that's tennis. It's not even that physical.
Right.
Like, with the exception of like serving, like you have a huge. I get like the male serves are probably like 20 to 30 miles an hour faster than women's or something, and I'm sure like your forehand, like, but like that's not like bodying up against the guy that could, you know, throw you around like a rag doll.
You've met me. I'm pretty skinny.
Yes.
And in college, like whenever I would do work with the post players, they had one girl that she was big. She was like a state shot put champion. Like she was strong, and she would try to push me around. And me, as skinny as I am, wouldn't even have to push back that much and could just hold her back. Like there's no.
It's just not there. It's not there. You can't deny biology as much as they've been trying for the last like 20 years with all their retarded hormone replacements and surgeries. And you're not going to defy Mother Nature. You can't do it. It's like trying to defy laws of gravity or something.
And then talking about the retards, these are the detractors that think Clay Travis is such a terrible person because he said he'll start a team.
One last thing tonight. The entire world of women's sports is facing the debate within its own leagues of who should get to play and who should not. And a voice that often shouts loudly in that debate is a right-leaning outlet owned by Fox News called Outkick Sports. And today its founder took to a new stunt, one that really makes no sense if Outkick is really concerned about caring about women in women's sports. So Clay Travis, he's the man behind Outkick. He announced today he's offering $10 million to the winner of a game of basketball between a high school boys team of his choosing and the WNBA defending champions, the Las Vegas Aces. I thought to myself, why? But obviously the answer is because he thinks it is so impossible for any group of women, let alone the best in the game, that they could ever beat younger and more inexperienced boys. It's a thinly veiled sexist joke, revealing the actual truth of how he and his organization feel about women's sports. It's not about caring about them. They think women's sports are a joke.
They are a fucking joke, first of all. Okay, by the way, if you're just listening, I want you to close your eyes and picture what that woman that was just talking looks like. And I bet you, if you were to sketch what you're imagining, the police could pick her up in about 10 minutes. She looks like if Ellen Page and what's her face? Rachel Maddow had like a fucking kid, and that kid was like 64 years old now. That's it. I mean, like a spitting image of that. Of course she looks like that. Of course. Oh, it's a sexist thing. No, it's not. It's a reality thing. And why don't they take them up on it? $10 million. All these women do is bitch about how they're underpaid and they need more money. Okay, here's $10 million. Go ahead. I mean, how many chicks are on these teams anyway? It can't be more than like 20. Right?
Yeah,
you get to split $10 million.
Yeah, usually their roster is capped at like 15 or so.
Yeah, okay, there you go. All you got to do is win one game. And worst case scenario, the kids get it. A kid of, probably inner city youth kids that could also use the money. Go ahead. And I guarantee you, there like 10 other fucking rich people will chime in and be like, yo, I will also like, I will match that donation to a charity of their choice or something. Like pile in on, make it impossible for this, was it the Las Vegas, whatever, women's championship team? Make it impossible for them to say no to this. Make it like 100 million. Elon Musk should get involved in this. I would literally bet, I don't care what the odds were. I would bet my entire fucking net worth on the high school team winning. Entire net worth.
Yeah, the deal was the Aces the Las Vegas Aces, which is the reigning WNBA champion, would play against the high school boys state champion team of Clay Travis's choice. So he would pick a high school state championship boys team to play against them. Those boys are winning every time. Like, if it's a state champion team, there are some D1 college players on that team. They are going to just run these chicks out of the town.
Yeah, and like I said, it doesn't even have to be that. You could have taken any of my, like, the high school teams that, like my high school team when I was in high school. A couple of my friends played on that. Like, they could fucking ball. They could absolutely fucking ball. They'd be dunking and shit. Like, these women can't even dunk, dude. Like, how many dunks have actually taken place during a live WNBA game in total?
You say that because before we started the show, I was just scrolling Facebook and there was a highlight reel of like women dunking.
Like, was it longer than 12 seconds?
There were two clips of they were both the same chick dunking with two hands. Every other one was just a regular like
Yeah, they can't palm a ball, dude.
One-handed like quick little dunk. Like
I'm gonna ask AI how many dunks have taken place during WNBA games in total. Let's see. We're gonna divide 39 in the history across regular season, playoff, and all-star games. Only 9 players have done it. Okay. Brittany Griner has 27 of the 39 dunks. Liz Cambridge 2, Sylvia Fowles 2. That is like it's so fucking stupid that we even have that this is even up for debate. This is like one of the dumber debates we've had as a society. Go ahead, just do it. $10 million. $10 fucking million. Again, I don't even think you need to go to high school. You could probably do 8th grade. 14-year-old boys. Yep. That's when I was playing a lot more basketball. So, like, yeah. Yep. 14-year-old boys. I don't even need a high school fucking team. Prepubescent boys. I guess 14, you're post-pubescent. But I'll take Dude, do you think 12? Like, how young do you think you would go and feel, and it would be, maybe it would be a competitive game, but they would still probably win?
remember this? A U15 boys soccer team in Dallas beat the U.S. women's national team 5-2. This has been 4 years ago, but it was when, like, they had Rapinoe and all the woke players, and it was a big deal.
Mm-hmm.
This is when they are making the argument that they deserve to be paid more because the men were paid more, and they didn't have equality.
Well, we're trying to give you $10 million. Go for it.
How much does that U15 team get paid for beating them? I mean, if the women want to be paid equally, that U15 team should have been paid as well.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, God. What a shit show this is. And yeah, I mean, we've gotten to the point where it's just like, we shouldn't be talking about this anymore. Just start putting men in the league. What's the league minimum? Like, you can make like $80,000 a year. And all you got to do is play a pickup game of basketball against a bunch of chicks like twice a week or something. You wouldn't have to train. It's not like you have to be in shape to keep up with these fucking broads. And who knows? You can probably bang a couple on the team. I don't know if that's a plus or not.
The minimum salary is $270,000.
That's the league minimum?
Yeah, under their new collective bargaining agreement.
Dude, I'm going to move back to the U.S. and play in the WNBA. How many games do they play?
Not that many.
Dude, I thought they were making like $75,000 a year. They're making $250,000 a year?
Damn. now. That's the new collective bargaining that just went into place this year, and they play 44 regular season games.
Wait, how come they're not playing 82?
Not enough time, John. They only play in the summer.
But they get the same amount. They want the same amount of money. You got to play the same amount of games.
There was a lot of math done whenever they were having their collective bargaining about how actually if you break down the math and look at the amount of money they make versus the games they play versus how much time they actually spend in training camp and blah 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 blah. Like they actually had a pretty fucking sweet deal for what they did before, and now with
And of course, they're still fucking bitching because they're women, dude. Women are going to complain. And it's time. We need to give them the proverbial backhand from fucking Sean Connery. It's just like, yeah, no, okay, we're taking over this league now. 270 grand a year? You're telling me we can't find a couple of fucking college player, like rejects that played in college, couldn't make it into the NBA? You can go make 270 grand a year playing 44 games or whatever it was? Get the fuck out of here. That is like a summer gig. A summer job you're making, that puts you into the fucking 1%. What, dude? I thought they were making like 70 grand a year. I'm considering this. Justin, let's start a team. You're the center, obviously. I'll run point.
Whenever Clay Travis starts his team, we're the first in line to try out. And I don't have to shave my beard or grow my hair out because why should I conform to men's beauty standards?
That's
I'm
right.
beautiful just the way I am.
Yes, strikingly handsome woman. Unbelievable, man. Well, that's why they're not doing it for the 10 million. It's not enough. I didn't realize they were making that kind of money. That is fucking ridiculous, dude. That is fucking ridiculous. I mean, I know it's just coming out of the salaries of all the men in the fucking NBA, but still. Absolutely ridiculous. And I'm just so sick of these fucking women complaining about shit. You were on a gravy train with biscuit wheels, and they're still gonna fucking bitch about everything.
But even with the increased salaries this year, the salary cap per team is $7 million. The highest paid players are making 1.4 million. So 10 million is still a big deal for a team.
Yeah. Well, and they're getting like shoe deals and stuff now too. At least a couple of them are. Unreal, man. Unfucking real. I really hope Clay Travis does this, dude. Start a team.
The WNBA will never let him do it. As much as they want to act like they want to be about inclusivity and all of that other stuff, they know if a all trans woman team played against any other WNBA team, the WNBA team is losing by 40 every fucking game.
Yeah. What? So, but nothing. They can't really do anything from any individual teams that already exist. Just starting 5 men, right? Apparently not. At least not right now. They don't want. Yeah, they're claiming that it's not a big deal. Okay. Somebody please have the fucking balls to do this.
Is there?
Oh, he was gonna call them the Balls too, or something. What was the name of his team gonna be?
Is there a WNBA team or an NBA team that has a like Jerry Jones type owner that could just be like, yeah, fuck it, let's do this?
I mean, dude, it would be a fucking great, like, you would get so much more fucking viewership if it was just a bunch of men dressed up as women beating up on women's teams. I would start watching it. Oh man, and betting on it would be so fun. What do you like, dude? The fucking the spreads would be ridiculous.
Vegas would probably suspend regular betting and only do prop betting on those games.
I mean, for sure, you couldn't just bet like straight up who was gonna win the game. You got to get the point spread right. Otherwise, it's just too fucking easy. All right. We gotta move on because there's more retards we gotta get to. There's more Actual fucking stories. What else do we have going on?
Well, speaking of other retards, and it does kind of tie into the other stories, and you've got your chick with her marketing degree that thinks she should be.
Yeah, I wanted to sort of tie this into the whole burrito thing too, because there's a lot to talk about there.
Well, that's why I said this is a good lead-in, because part of this is a part of the problem.
And I feel like, we haven't watched this one, right? We watched one that was very similar to this like a year or two ago. I don't think it's the same one.
I know I've seen this chick before, but I don't remember if we've actually watched her on the show or not.
Okay.
I have a bone to pick with America! So I'm headed to my serving job. I fucking hate it. I fucking hate it. Be why I make more money serving. I have my literal business marketing degree that put me in a cute $80,000 in debt. And I make more serving sushi rolls. Because I've been applying to marketing jobs fucking for weeks now. And the pay cut is insane. Insane. But the jobs that are like a cute 150 to 200,000 a year, I'm not getting those. I'm a almost 25-year-old, my birthday soon, almost 25-year-old chick going against, corporate ass America, people with so much experience. All I got is my degree. People say, get your degree, but then they don't talk about how you need experience. The degree was the experience! I need to relax.
Okay. So the degree was the experience line was the one that I remember. At least if it wasn't her, it was some other chick saying this. And it's like, no, the degree is not the experience. The degree is what gets you in the door so that, I don't know, maybe they don't have to teach you how to read a balance sheet or something like right when you start off. And then you work there, and that is giving you the experience. And they're offering her salaries, but she wants to start at 150, 200K a year, which is fucking delusional, dude. Delusional.
Your degree is worth nothing. You have no experience. You don't even know what you don't know at that point.
And dude, it's the most generic degree. It's like, I guess it's slightly better than a communications degree, but what you say, like business administration? Like, what does that even fucking mean?
Business marketing. That's useless.
Okay. Yeah. I don't care about your fucking degree. Nobody cares about these degrees anymore because I didn't send you this, but somebody was making, who was it? University of California has announced that they made a mistake when they got rid of using the SAT as a requirement for admission. They want to bring back the SATs. So this fucking bitch probably got into college without even an SAT score. Okay, and dude, I just love how so I'm on the way to my job. She's got a gigantic Starbucks that probably cost, I don't know, $6. She's in like a fucking what looks like a really nice new car. Got leather seats. It's got like 2 sunroofs. I don't know what her car payment is, but like, yeah, and she's making apparently better money serving fucking sushi because you got to tip these fucking broads like insane amounts for their, sushi's already overpriced as it is. And she won't take a job. I don't even know what the starting salaries would be, but it's not going to be 150 to 200K. Like these kids today are delusional. My first office job out of college, they offered me 38 grand a year and I took it. I was very happy to get that. And that was, I don't know, 15 or 16 years ago. More than 6. Yeah, 17 years. No, it was, fuck. Okay, it was 20 years ago. But still. Okay. So, like, what, you want more than, like, 3x that as your starting salary? I mean, inflation's a thing, for sure. We're going to talk about it. But, like, you're not starting out at 100K. You're just not. That's not an entry-level position salary for any of these. I mean, not for that degree. Not for generic business, marketing, administration horseshit. No. No. So if you want to get the experience, you can't complain about not having experience if you're not willing to take an entry-level position. And again, dude, people don't know they don't understand what salaries are. If you're taking a salary for a job, you're getting paid to learn a skill. That's all it should be thought of, as like, they're paying me to learn some skills that will help me build a skill set that could command a higher wage in the future, or maybe even start my own business or something in the future. They're literally paying you to learn a skill. So that's how you should be viewing it. Any like salaried position like that, particularly when you're just trying to get your foot into the door, you should be taking anything you want. And then after a year or two, now you can go for the $150K salaried position, because you say, look, here, I have 2 years experience. They will give you a glowing review because you're so smart. You're the greatest business marketing associate they've ever had. You seem completely stable and not obnoxious at all. So they don't want to pay their dues. They really don't. The whole fucking world today seems like they're owed a livable way, and they've been pumped full of all this crap. Nobody wants to pay their dues. And they just think that they should be, oh, yep, I went to college, so give me my $250,000 salary. I'm sorry, that's not how this works. It's not how this works. Now, that being said, inflation is fucking completely out of control, and things are getting very expensive. So it's, I'm like of two minds here, where it's like, yes, I understand. Like, they do have a lot to complain about in terms of the prices of everything, housing, education, even burritos are getting crazy expensive. But it's also like, dude, this generation, that generation, I don't even know what she is. I don't know what 25-year-olds are called these days, Gen Z, whatever. But it's like, it's almost like they haven't earned the right to complain. Like, I don't know. It's hard. It's hard that they definitely have legitimate complaints, but it's hard to take their legitimate complaints seriously because they bitch about things like that.
I was trying to find it because you were talking about like her big ass Starbucks and her nice ass car that she was in. The one that we had watched was some chick that was complaining about her entry-level job that didn't pay enough and how she was going to have to move out of her apartment. And she's filming this, it was a series of a couple of different videos. One of them is in this massive fucking apartment that she's living at in, like, New York City. It's like, that thing's $3,000 a month. And then she's also filming from her car, which somebody did an analysis on it and was like, that's an $85,000 car. It's like, she's complaining about everything being unaffordable in her entry-level position because college or the degree was the experience. It's like, you are living way above your means. This is 100% on you.
Yeah, and it is frustrating to watch. The boomers will be like, oh well, stop drinking your Starbucks and ordering DoorDash, but there is something to be said. Like, two things can be true at once.
The problem is we make fun of the boomers for saying shit like that, and then you turn around and you got dumb bitches like this who are posting videos like that, and it's like, oh my gosh, y'all are making the boomers point. Like, we're trying to be better than that, and then you fuck it up by making these videos. Like, women should have their phones taken away.
The phone is like a $1,500 phone, by the way, too. I'm sure. She's got her iPhone. She's always got the new iPhone. And they're probably, I'm sure she hasn't even actually paid for it. She just pays like $15 a month or something and finances it in perpetuity. But
and then as soon as the new one is available, she'll trade it in for that one. So now she's still paying on the old one while she's also paying on the new one.
Yeah. And it's like, dude, like, I get it. Like, I complain about the fucking prices of things almost daily. I'm like, this is fucking stupid. And I have a shit ton more money to my name than that 25-year-old broad does. But I'm still just like, even here in Mexico, I'm just like, holy shit, dude. These prices are fucking ridiculous. And then I yell at boomers for coming down. Like boomers, I have a different complaint about boomers because the ones that are down here are the ones that have like sold their house for tens of millions of dollars, and they come down here and they bid up the real estate and they eat at all these fucking restaurants that want, like, they go to these Chinese restaurants that charge like $12 for an order of pot stickers, and it's like, dude, that's like $2.50 per dumpling, and you're like, oh, this is the best restaurant ever. It's like, Chinese food is supposed to be fucking dirt cheap. It's like, it was like 2 people went out and they spent like $100 on Chinese food. I was like, dude, you should be able to eat Chinese food for a year on $100. But like, so like, dude, all these people, everybody's fucking wrong and somewhat right. I don't even know where to start with this because it's just like, yeah, they have legitimate complaints. Like things are crazy expensive, but the boomers also have a point too, where it's just like, yeah, I don't know. Like you should not be eating all this bougie shit.
Well, and where'd the $20 burrito thing come from? Like there was a website that you can track this stuff and find out like where shit is most expensive and where it's cheapest. And the most expensive burrito was in like San Francisco for $14.12 or something.
Yeah. And by the way, all the people complaining about the price of burritos and everything are, you know, want to keep raising the minimum wage. They want, you know, $25 an hour. Okay, that's part of it. You want all of these fucking welfare programs. You want the government to do X, Y, and Z. Well, this is the cost of it. This is the fucking cost. There you go. Americans pay more in taxes than they spend on food, clothing, and housing now. This is, you know, there's no such thing as a free fucking lunch. They've been promising you this free lunch the whole time. We've been fighting these wars we haven't been paying for. They've been, you know, talking about all the free college, free this, free. Yeah, okay. Well, now you're seeing it in the price of burritos. That's what it is. And what did you think was going to happen when they spent $7 trillion in 2020 and they just started giving it out to people? These are the chickens coming home to roost. This is the true cost of all this government that all of these people have been clamoring for. And inevitably, they're going to ask the government to come in and fix this problem with more government intervention that caused the problem in the first place. God damn, is it frustrating. It is so fucking frustrating. You've literally been voting for this the whole time, and you just don't realize it. Every single vote that these young people have been casting is being built into the price of that $20 burrito. And now you have to eat it. Like, I don't know what to tell you other than you have to learn the lesson from this. And I had a post, I was like, you should be saying to yourself, end the Fed with every bite of that burrito. End the fucking Fed. Like, what are you thinking about when you're eating a $20 burrito? If it's not like all of the Somali daycare centers, and we're going to build a bullet train, and we're going to solve homelessness, so give us $25 billion, and we're going to do this, and we're going to do that, and we're going to make this more affordable and that more affordable, and they haven't done anything. Nothing's more affordable. Government can't make anything more affordable. They never have. They never will. It doesn't matter if it's a Democrat or a Republican or a socialist or it doesn't fucking matter. They can't do it. It's impossible.
I tell you what, they have made pretty affordable though. Deportation. They're about $2,500 a pop. Shit. How many can I fund myself?
I saw you saying, "Hey, can I buy a couple of these?" And we could crowdfund that, I'm sure. It does seem pretty reasonable.
Right.
You could clean up the at least for your own neighborhood or something. It's only like a couple $100,000. Clean it up. But Jesus Christ, dude. The amount of people that don't make the connection between every election cycle, you'll see one of these Gen Zers get up there and ask the politician, it's like, well, what are you going to do for me and all these 25-year-olds? What are you going to do? Well, this is what he's going to do. He's going to make your burrito cost $20. And that's it. Like, you're not going to get any benefits from this. And I don't know like how else to fucking show people. It's so obvious. It's so obvious. All the charts bear this out. All of history bears this out. And they want to get rid of, they want to stop privatizing things, and they want the government to take over this and the government to take over that. That's only going to make things more expensive. And it's not like you could just get the right kind of government people in there and then they will start no, it's literally impossible. It's like defying gravity. You cannot make something cheaper just because a politician gets in there and makes a law on a piece of paper or something. The true cost of it will be borne out, through inflation, through some other like, it's just impossible. It's impossible for them to make anything cheaper. So stop believing their bullshit. Believe the sticker shock when you go grocery shopping or, you order your Chipotle. That is the true cost of this government that is way too fucking big. Way too goddamn big. And it doesn't have to be like that.
They'll blame
What's
it on
that?
corporate greed and all this other.
Yeah. So I was looking. I looked at some numbers for Chipotle, so I was like, what is their cost to build one of these burritos? And it was like, the cost of materials was like $2 and change, like $2.50-ish, something like that. And then when you add the cost of labor, those livable wages and all that stuff, which hopefully AI, we could get robots to make these fucking burritos pretty goddamn soon. The cost of labor brought it up to about $5 and change, $5.34, something like that. So they're charging, between 1.8 and 2 times the cost. Their all-in cost, which is pretty much in line with all of food. The range for most food was like 1.6 to 1.8 or something. They charge a little more. They have brand loyalty and stuff like that. But they're not like outrageously price gouging compared to other restaurants. The average, they're like slightly above the average. So I don't know what to tell you. In California, yeah, the $14 burrito, right? It's all your fucking regulations and your livable wages. It's the same reason gas costs like fucking $2 more a gallon over there. They want to blame it on the war, but it's like the same war is taking place in California and Indiana. Why is Indiana gas so much cheaper?
Have you ever seen Landman where he talks about like the price of oil per barrel and where like the sweet spot is and stuff, and where you kind of want gas prices to be so that everybody's happy and stuff. And he's like, except in California, oil could be $45 a barrel, gas is still going to be $4 a gallon in California.
Yeah, because they have all these retarded fucking regulations and corruption and like. I don't know how to fucking show people other than what we're showing them. We don't seem to be getting through to these kids because they're just like turning to Mom Donnie now. And like, dude, the $20 burrito, that is fucking outrageous. And I hated, like, dude, there's a bunch of fucking bootlickers on the right now that are trying to like, if this was a $20, if we were having this conversation under Biden, they'd be like, oh yeah, like inflation, Biden said he was going to bring it down, blah, 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 blah. And then you get these fucking right wingers in there now that are being like, oh, well, just make your burrito at home. You can make it for less than $20. It's like, yeah, you can, but I guarantee you could make it for about half of what you could have at home just 5 or 6 years ago. So that's not the point. Yes, obviously it's cheaper to make things at home, but it's still more expensive to make them at home today than it was 6 years ago, 10 years ago. And by the way, there is a burrito index. There's been like this informal thing for the last like 15 years. They've been tracking burrito prices. I don't know if people knew that. Like, this is not new. I don't know why it sparked, like, it went like super viral, this $20 burrito tweet. I don't even know if we have the original one to pull up. But it's like, this is one of the measures of the economy because inflation the CPI, which is coming out next week, doesn't do a very good job of reporting the true cost of government or inflation, however you want to phrase it. So there has been a burrito index as like an informal thing. Yeah, go ahead and read that for everybody.
Burrito Economics, the People's Almanac of American Inflation, one tortilla at a time. So, America's launched quietly ran past inflation. In 2006, a Chipotle burrito cost $5.30. 20 years of official CPI says the same burrito should cost $8.54 today. It doesn't. It costs $10.95. That gap between the burrito and the index is meant to measure what actual inflation is doing.
Yeah. I mean the true rate of inflation is much higher than what they're admitting to. And yeah, I agree. A burrito should not cost $20. If it does, you shouldn't pay it. But like, so they do have a legitimate beef, but it's also hard to take you seriously when you're ordering DoorDash all the time. Like, dude, I used to get Chipotle every once in a while when I lived in Chicago, and I would pick it up on my way home from work. I would get off the train, and instead of hopping on a bus and going right there, I would walk across the street, pick up my Chipotle burrito. At that point, I think it was like $8 ish, something like that. And by the way, how much of the fucking cost of that $20 is just additional tax for the fucking government, for the roads and the schools? All these people are fucking constantly defending taxation and all this stuff. Well, this is the cost of it. It's built into that burrito. But I would pick it up on my way. I guarantee you these kids are just, instead of just making a quick stop and walking like a block to get the Chipotle burrito, they're going home and they're sitting down and then they're ordering DoorDash, which adds, it's more expensive on DoorDash. Then you got to tip and you got to pay the service fee. So yes, they are right. And I don't think dude, Crenshaw had the cringiest fucking response to this. The Republicans are not doing a good job of responding to this because it is a legitimate beef. Yeah, read that.
Just hearing about this dumb $20 burrito debate. So just thought I'd make the losers on social media angry before going to bed. Stop whining, get a job, eat ramen like the rest of us did in college on a budget with 4 roommates. The market doesn't care what you think something should cost. Only communists care. They set prices, remember. Everyone else starves, remember. Are you a communist? Or are you an American adult male capable of handling his own shit?
Yeah.
In 2021, Dan Crenshaw criticized the Biden administration comments on food prices, telling Americans to just be vegan and stop complaining.
Yeah, you can literally see his text. Like, it's the perfect example of these fucking bootlicking right-wing retards, where it's just like, inflation's out of control. Biden administration's not doing anything about it. Look at the cost of food and then now they make just eat ramen. Shut up and be happy. Like, that's your message to kids? That's gonna win over a lot of voters. Just shut up and eat fucking garbage and be happy. Or what are you, a communist? Eat ramen.
Yeah. I can't believe he hasn't primaried out yet. That dude is terrible.
Yeah, like he's trying to be like kind of fucking based or something and he's just failing miserably. That is a horrible message to send to the youth. Like, that is just going to push more of them further into the arms of the Mamdanis of the world. And it's the worst, absolute worst approach. Just shut up, get roommates, eat ramen. It's like, yeah, I like these kids today do think that they should just have their own like 1-bedroom apartment and a car and $150K salary. Yeah, that is delusional. But at the same time, a burrito should not cost $20. And that is a legitimate complaint. I mean, I complain about it all the time. I mean, $15 fucking hamburgers and shit. It's crazy. A smash burger for $15. But also, like, I don't put all this shit in my fucking burritos. Like, the sour cream. They're getting fucking... Dude, the chips and guac is like fucking $6 now. I saw somebody's thing. It's like, yeah, I would never get... I don't buy drinks when I go and get that stuff. Like, I'm not paying for a fucking whatever, soda or an iced tea or something like that. Like, they are living... Like, they just have these ideas that it's just like, oh yeah, I should have this, I should have that. It's like, no, you definitely shouldn't. unless you've earned it and you can afford it. But yes, I do sympathize with the cost of everything, and we've been trying to tell you this, and you haven't been listening. You have not been listening for the last fucking 20 years of us screaming at the top of our lungs, shrink government, cut government spending, stop all these welfare programs, stop fighting these fucking wars. But nobody listens. Nobody fucking listens, and now they want to complain when the price of everything goes through the fucking roof. So it is, yeah, it's hard to sympathize with such an entitled group of retards, but they are coming across as less retarded than the Dan Crenshaws of the world. And all of them. What's his name? Ben Shapiro had like a horrible take on it. Matt Walsh was the only one that had like a reasonable take. He's like, no, we need to fucking do something about this. And yeah, ripping on young people for not being able to afford things and just telling them to go eat canned food and ramen that's not a very attractive pitch.
For those who are curious, it's burritoeconomics.com. I highly recommend. I've just been scrolling and looking at some of the information they have. It's really interesting.
Yeah, pull it up. Let's take a look.
Yeah, like I said, I've just been scrolling the website, and there's a whole bunch of information on here about burritos in particular, but also just like tracking inflation over the last 20 years. Looking at different states, looking at minimum wages, looking at a whole bunch of different information and statistics that kind of show.
Yeah, by city.
Based on the
Okay.
Burrito Index, how inflation and other things are comparing. It's really interesting.
Nice. Yeah, I'll try to link to that in the description if I remember. Yeah, and just like how many hours of work it takes to get a burrito. Like it is crazy. Like the wages are not keeping pace with inflation, not even close. But have you seen and you see the Elizabeth Warrens, you see all these politicians blaming Trump, rightfully so, for all of the price. He said he was going to bring down the price of food and the price of housing and the price of gas, and everything's more expensive. But what's their solution? Their solution is more government spending. We don't have the fucking money. How many times do we have to go over this? So your solution is what? Put Elizabeth Warren back in charge, and then they'll spend another fucking $1 trillion on a bill that says like a bill called like lower the cost of everything bill, but everything's just going to get more expensive again because they just borrowed and printed another $1 trillion. It's not corporate greed. It's not capitalism's fault that any of this is happening. This is a 100%, without exception, falls at the feet of government and the Federal Reserve and the money printing. That's all this is. And every time you hear a politician talking about what they're going to do, first of all, they're not going to be able to do it. Second of all, it's going to cost you a fucking fortune. I don't care who they say they're going to tax to fund it. They're going to tax you. Inflation is the real tax. God, I should hammer that into, like, people should have to walk around with that, like, stuck to their forehead or something. Every time they look in the mirror, they're reminded. Because we're getting to levels of inflation that are just insane. And it's going to get exponentially worse.
And they're like, oh, well, we brought inflation down. It's like, you brought the rate of inflation down. You didn't bring inflation down. Like, inflation is still running at this. It's still running up. It's just not running up as fast.
Yes. We have not had a negative CPI print ever. Like, I don't know. I don't remember one in my lifetime. That's what they freak out about. That's what we can't have less than 2% inflation. The world will fall apart. Oh yeah, if prices actually went down, could you imagine like a negative 5%? Prices didn't grow by 2%. They actually went down by 5%. Oh, the horror. Yeah. Man, it's but I wonder what it would be like, if you were in one of these countries that had like Argentinian style inflation when they were at this point. If like kids were complaining and the Argentinians were just like, go eat ramen. It's like, yeah. I mean, there are ways. There are ways, but that literally tells you where we're at as a country. Bernie said, "Oh, we're the richest country in the world." It was like, wow, well, we have to tell people to eat ramen and fucking beans and stuff to get by. It doesn't sound like we're doing great. It doesn't sound like we're doing too great. But there are certainly at least a dozen things I can think of off the top of my head that would help these kids today save some money. They don't want to save anything. They don't want to sacrifice anything. They want everything that they want, and they want to be able to get it without having to sacrifice.
It is definitely a combination of, yes, inflation is out of control and prices are getting higher, but also there's no fiscal responsibility for the individual either. So, like, it's a confluence of fucked up on both sides, creating just a massive fucking all the way around.
Yeah, 100%. And it's like, it's hard to be like, oh, you know, they have a legitimate beef, and so you shouldn't be calling them like lazy, entitled pussies, but they kind of are. Right. A lot of them are.
They keep making that point. It's like, stop making videos showing off how fucking stupid you are and how you don't have any fiscal responsibility or economic literacy while you're complaining about like you are correct that the prices are out of control, but then you're showing off how fucking stupid you are at the same time. You're not helping.
Yeah, you lose it. Yeah, it just takes away from your complaint. It takes something out of it, and it gives people like something to harp on instead of addressing your complaint. It's like, whoa, well, put down the $4 cup of Starbucks or whatever. And it's like, yeah, if you want your complaints to be taken seriously, you have to be like, yo, this is what I'm doing. I mean, dude, I was thinking about it. My entire life, my entire fucking childhood, I don't think we had food delivered to our house ever. Not once. Not once. And I'm like, maybe it happened. Like we had a babysitter or something and we had like Domino's delivered. Maybe. But like in 18 years, like that would have happened once or twice. And these kids are getting food delivered like constantly.
And like we would go out to eat maybe once every 3 weeks or so, like once a month, you go out to a restaurant to eat. Otherwise, it was like we went with mom to go grocery shopping every Tuesday, and that was it.
Yeah, like no, but like on like Fridays or something, because my mom would cook dinner every night for 6 people, which is a lot of work, by the way. And like so, like on a Friday night or something, my dad would we would order pizza. My dad would get in the fucking car and drive and pick it up. To save like whatever the $6 in delivery fee and tip. Like, dude, we never had food delivered, ever. And it's certain things like, you know what else we never had? Ever. 100%. Not one of these was ever bought and used in my house. Paper towels. There was never a roll of paper towels. Ever. 100%. Zero, dude. Zero. Not one fucking penny was spent on paper towels. We had fucking dish towels and rags and stuff that my mom would wash and reuse. My dad's old undershirts cut up and used as fucking rags. Never spent a fucking dollar on paper towels. Ever. I'm not exaggerating. There was never one fucking roll of paper towels in my house. I swear to fucking God. So if you do the math, paper towels for 6 people over 20 fucking years, that shit adds up. And that's just one example of things that fucking boomers would do. I don't know what a thing of, I mean, I buy paper towels here, but like I do try to use them judiciously because it does like, there's just something ingrained in me now. It's like, I should just use a fucking towel and wash it. Yeah, dude. There is things like that where it's like these kids today, they just fucking use all this disposable shit and throw it away.
Well, speaking of fiscal responsibility, I have to get ready for work.
God damn it, man. I was just getting going. We didn't get to half of any of the important things we're supposed to talk about. Yeah. You literally got a hard out right now. Yeah, we got like a 30-minute. Yeah, we got a late start. Sorry about that. I'm gonna work on my computer this weekend, try to get it back to wherever the fuck it was 6 months ago. See how that goes. But if not, now I know I can use this backup. All right. We got a jobs report in. We lost 21,000 jobs in July. And the previous months were revised down. So, yeah, things are looking good. And the markets were up, of course, because now we're not going to cut rates. All right. Or now we're not going to raise rates. All right. Well, have a nice weekend, everybody. We will be back on Tuesday to rant and rave a little more. And until then, you guys know what to do. Just keep on peddling that so-called fiction. Peace.